Hey guys, I am so excited because I have my friend Kim here. Kim is a stylist. She has 3 kids, and for the most part with your job, you want to look polished but not overdone.
I need to look polished and definitely not overdone.
Right.
It's just actually not my personality. I'm usually in like a leather jacket and a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and like studded boots.
Right, she's like rock and roll chic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna pair the makeup with that. I also want it to be really easy for her to do every day, so I'm gonna give you some secrets in terms of what I do to look polished quickly, and let's just cheers to having fun today.
Cheers!
Woo!
To easy makeup.
Yes.
How important is primer?
It's so important. I think a lot of times people are frustrated with how their foundation performs over the course of a day. So primer, to answer your question, is so important for longevity and also the overall finish. You feel like you have oilier skin, right?
So oily.
So you're not gonna want anything that has too much luminosity in it.
Yeah.
I love the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. It's meant for under makeup, and for someone like you, it will work really well. I am just putting moisturizer all over the face. You would do this with your fingers. You don't need to use a brush for this, but I'm just really hydrating the skin. Even if you're oily, a lot of people think that they shouldn't moisturize because they're oily. So you still need to hydrate the skin and make sure it's ready for the makeup.
Ooh, my daughter likes this. This is Tatcha?
This is Tatcha. This is the Silk Canvas Primer. Amazing. You should buy it. I love it. You literally just dip it with your fingers and put it on.
Do I do it myself?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So that's how much you would need.
Okay.
Rub it together. I would focus the majority in that area, like the T-zone, but then the remnants of it you can put on the outskirts of the face. And you really want to press it into the skin and fill those pores.
How do you choose the color of the foundation? Because I don't know. Mine actually doesn't match.
So my secret is I always believe that people look best a little bit more tanned. And I usually do that with my clients as well. I'll usually go for the most tanned area on their body, whether that be their shoulders, their neck, wherever has been the most sun exposed. Match it to that color. See on you right now, this is actually your most tanned color. So match it to like your neck area.
I use my fingers, is that okay? Or do you wanna, should I be using a brush?
Totally fine. I'll use a brush on you just for the sake of, doing it on
Right.
you. But for yourself, always use your hands. Your hands are great and you can really just like press it in and work it in.
Perfect.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna mix the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and the Becca 24 Hours. The thing for you is you have oilier skin, so you wanna make sure that you don't go for foundations that are gonna slip and move, but you want the sheer coverage. So the main thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna maybe even add in a little bit of moisturizer to the actual foundation to thin it out, but it's gonna last longer because it's a long wear foundation.
Okay.
I pulled 3 shades. I'm gonna mix it until it's like the perfect shade
Okay.
for you. And so this is just an airbrush brush from Sephora. It's the Pro Mini 55.5. I just like this because I find it really easy to maneuver, and I also can pack it in my makeup bag and take it with me if necessary.
So why are you doing my foundation without concealer first? I always thought that concealer went on first.
So the main reason why I do that is because if you put your concealer on first and then your foundation, you're covering all the brightening that you've been doing with the concealer.
Brightening.
And if you do your concealer first, you're covering that work. So that's basically why I do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks good.
Top 4 concealers that you should try. 1, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer is amazing. Tarte Shape Tape, which you could only purchase at Ulta, but is also amazing. If you want a drugstore level, the Maybelline Fit Me concealer is actually a celebrity used concealer, which you would not think,
It's awesome.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then I love this Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer, and I use this as a brightener, usually on top of one of those 3 concealers. This one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I'm gonna use this one to brighten after I apply the Maybelline Fit Me. And you actually want to do it in a triangular shape. Put it right underneath your eyes all the way across, and then come straight down the side of your nose.
So all the way underneath, down beside my nose.
Yeah, and when you're going underneath, come out as well. It lifts your eyes. Now go on top of that with this, just a little bit, dab off a little bit more. There you go, and fill up. You can see one side is nice and bright, and then the other side is not concealed yet. Right in this area is a very dark area on a lot of people. People forget to conceal in here. And I always say, dab it off before you go in. Everything, bronzer, foundation, dab off and then go in. This brush that I love to use is the Morphe B34. The other thing that you can do too is if you want to go the extra step, take a little bit more, 4th finger, put a little bit on your chin and a little bit right in between the brow, right in this area. Just pulls those places forward a bit. Yeah, but see, like that ties the brightness underneath the eyes all together.
I can do this. This I can do. That's so easy. Fourth finger line down to the nose.
Yes.
Here.
Yep.
Here.
Yep. So now at this stage, most people would now powder because they want to set everything. But for me, I like to go into my bronzer and my blush.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great, so you're ahead of the game. Okay.
Something's going right.
This is a bronzer. This is actually from G Beauty, and this is called their Golden Glow Bronzer. I always focus it in the hollows of the cheek area and then work upwards. And I always go onto the apple of the cheek. As if the sun is hitting you like this from the sky, you would get color over the top of the nose. So you should always just put a little hit of bronzer or blush over the top of the nose. Take a little bit of that bronzer with a domed brush and rock this through the crease of your eye. And you can just put a little bit of that bronzer under the eye to open up the eye.
That looks great. I've never thought of that.
And
that's a huge win.
It's a huge win. And that's exactly what I have on. I don't have any eyeshadow on. It's good to have a really neutral blush. So this one's from Charlotte Tilbury. It is Ecstasy is the color. And I always do a swish, a pop, and then I dust off. And you smile, and then you just pop the color right on the apples of the cheek and just sort of blend upwards. A lot of people think that, and makeup artists as well, think that you should just put blush up here for some reason. It's a very 90s technique of putting on blush. But if you smile and put it on the apples of the cheek and sort of blend outwards, that is gonna be the most flattering look on every woman.
I love it.
Yeah.
I do that. That's the only way I know how to do it. Really expensive lipstick. I bought Tom Ford.
Yes.
I get this line, and I'm always like,
yes.
why does it do that? And I've had makeup artists say, oh, it's because it's not expensive, it's not high quality, but I'm like, I'm buying the highest quality there is.
Yeah, not true. It happens with the highest of quality lipsticks. What I would recommend for you is the Dior Lip Glow. This is just a really simple way to jazz up the lips without making them look too complicated. If you put this underneath a long wear lipstick, it'll give you a little bit of color underneath. We're gonna use Anastasia Pure Hollywood, and it's a nude. You can use your fourth finger again. Just pat it on top, and this will prevent that sort of creasing because it's already hydrated underneath. The very last step in this is setting just the areas that we haven't covered yet. So under the eyes, T-zone, any areas that you might think will shine over the course of the day. This is an Hourglass primer. It's their translucent setting powder.
Chin, cheeks into the nose folds, a little bit in the T-zone.
Yep, and then pat any creasing underneath your eye, and then you can do it under your eye as well. Just to set the concealer. Anything that is cream-based you want to set, and that looks gorgeous.
Looks so great. I've never ever thought of doing this.
That is a NARS brush, and it's awesome.
I need it.
Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys learned some stuff. It's the easy way to put together your face in minutes. If you liked that video, you have to check out a video that Kim and I filmed together just
so
recently.
Fun.
She went into my closet and edited things that are not working for me. I've recently had 2 babies. I also had clothes from like circa 1999, and you really just, I feel like you filled me in so much about fashion and what I should be wearing for my body type.
I felt like it didn't take you very long. I gave you like a few tips on your body type, and you were like, got it. Every time I pulled a shirt out, she was like, oh, I can't wear that. I don't wear it. I'm like, that's why.
We had a massive pile of stuff that I cannot keep too.
Yeah.
So check it out. It's on Kim's Instagram. Head on over there. And I asked you guys about some outfits too, so check it out and help me out.
Definitely help her out.